Chat, salute to the chat. Hope life is treating you guys well. The new year is giving you many blessings and moments of positivity. Happy birthday to Ishowspeed. I am officially an Ishowspeed supporter. I'm just so proud of our culture as African Americans, our youth, our elders. What a time to be Black right now. I'm just so thankful that God has given me even the opportunity to witness, you know, approaching towards my retirement, just the potential and the possibility of the Black community. If you ever had any doubt as an African American, the impact, the value of who you are in this world, I hope I Shall Speed is a light for you as God uses all things for our good. And I'm just so thankful to be able to witness this. And not only just limited to I Shall Speed, just all the great contributions and impact that our community has had over the centuries and continue to has. Right now, he is in Nigeria finishing up his live stream. I have to work here shortly to see clients. As you guys know, I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I work with a lot of mental health, mental illness in our community. And it's just, we can celebrate the negatives, we can celebrate the illness and everything that's going wrong. We can also celebrate the positives. So I am just all about this movement. And I'm also thinking about the impact of the future generations that I Shall Speak will have on our youth, on my children. I have an 18-year-old son, two daughters. So I'm just really, 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 really proud, really excited. Support, we need to support our people. God bless you guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm thankful for every subscriber, every like. More than likely won't get monetized on this channel. I talk a lot about, I'm unapologetically Black. So I talk a lot about a lot of Black history, um, Black truths in our communities that tend to get minimized. So it says here, I have a little bit of time. Ishowspeed's visit to Nigeria is more than just entertainment. It is symbolic. For decades, tension and misunderstanding were manufactured between African Americans and Africans through colonial narratives designed to divide the same people. His presence disrupts this programming by showing curiosity instead of contempt, connection instead of distance. When millions of young viewers watch a Black American engage Nigeria with excitement rather than stereotypes, something powerful happens. Africa stops being an abstract other and becomes a real, vibrant, and relatable experience. This reshapes identity for diaspora youth who were never taught to see Africa as a home, an origin, or a possibility. As a Black American, I can't lie to you, I didn't grow up with a strong sort of programming of African culture and African history inside of me. I'm not going to lie, as a Black American, a lot of times we didn't really get celebrated around our African connection. When I did the 23andMe genetic sort of research, and I discovered that I had a lot of West African and Congolese and inside of me. We didn't really celebrate African culture. We didn't. As Black Americans, it was all about, the United States. It was all about the hip hop. It was all about like the local narratives. Hey, what's up, Abdul? So I'm just so thankful for Speed. And I wish I would have had this at a young age. I'm thankful that I have this experience now. I'm so grateful to see a black man unite Africans and African Americans. I think this is going to be a profound impact on future African American generations, future youth. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, so we take a lot of pride in our Black culture. We are very unapologetically Black, and it's just so inspiring to see. Most importantly, his visits to Africa signals a future where Black global unity is cultural, not political, built through shared experience, humor, exploration, and respect. It opens the doors for collaboration, investment, healing, reimagined identity across the Atlantic. Nigeria is not waiting to be discovered, it is being remembered. Salute to the chat, salute to all my likes, subscribers. I'm really thankful for you guys. I'm almost at 2K subscribers. This is a new channel. Not really sure where this channel is going to go, but I'm thankful for every like, every subscriber, every supporter. It really means a lot. Um, I just want to champion, Ishowspeed, champion the Black community, champion, just our greats while they're here. Just give them their flowers, essentially. So it says here, Nigeria is often reduced in global conversations to headlines about struggle, corruption, or instability. Yet this narrow framing of Nigeria hides one of the most influential civilizations on this earth. Long before colonial borders existed, Nigeria was home to advanced societies with sophisticated governance systems, global trade works, artistic mastery, and philosophical traditions that shaped West Africa and beyond. To misunderstand Nigeria is to misunderstand a major chapter of human civilization. Nigeria's history reveals a land of builders, thinkers, traders, and innovators. Nigeria's kingdoms developed systems of law, diplomacy, and economic exchange. Thank you so much for viewing, guys. I really appreciate you guys. All my subscribers, all my likes, all my viewers. I do pay attention to you guys. I do love you guys. Even if you just come in and you leave, I'm really thankful. So I really appreciate you guys. Just wanted to celebrate speed before I start seeing my clients for today, and just really want to highlight Nigeria. Nigeria was home to advanced societies with sophisticated governance systems, global trade networks, artistic mastery, and philosophical traditions that shaped West Africa and beyond. To misunderstand Nigeria is to misunderstand a major chapter of human civilization. Nigeria's history reveals a land of builders, thinkers, traders, and innovators. Its kingdom developed systems of law, diplomacy, and economic exchange, while much of Europe was still organizing feudal structures. From metallurgy to urban planning, Nigerian civilizations demonstrated that African progress was neither accidental nor borrowed. It was organic, indigenous, and deeply intellectual. Colonial disruption did not erase Nigeria's brilliance, it fragmented it. European powers extracted resources, they stole artifacts, rewrote narratives, and imposed borders that ignored ethnic and cultural continuity. What followed was not proof of African inferiority, but evidence of what happens when a civilization is interrupted, exploited, and then blamed for the consequences of that exploitation. Despite this, Nigeria continues to shape the modern world. Its people influence global music, film, fashion, technology, literature, political thought. Nigerian minds fuel innovation across continents, often without recognition of the intellectual lineage that they come from. Telling you, Nigeria has a major influence on the world. This ongoing contribution exposes the myth that Africa is merely a consumer of global culture rather than a producer of it. To study Nigeria honestly is to confront uncomfortable truths about history, power, and narrative control. It forces the world to reckon with how African greatness has been minimized to justify domination. Nigeria stands not as a nation asking for validation, but as a civilization reminding the world of what it chose to forget. 10 facts here, right? One, the Nok and OK civilization in early science. The Nok civilization, dating back over 2,500 years, produced some of the earliest known terracotta sculptures in the world. Terracotta sculptures in the world. These were not primitive artifacts, but anatomically precise, symbolic works suggesting advanced knowledge of form, ritual, and social structure. More importantly, the Nok were pioneers in iron smelting. This technological leap allowed for agricultural efficiency, military defense, and urban expansion. Long before industrial revolutions elsewhere, Nigerians were mastering materials that changed societies. The Benin Kingdom and global art mastery. The Kingdom of Benin created the famous Benin Bronzes, intricate brass and bronze work documenting royal history, warfare, diplomacy, and spirituality. These pieces stunned European artists when they were looted and displayed in Western museums. Many modern European art movements quietly borrow techniques from these works, yet the origin was erased. The Benin Bronzes prove that African art was not folk expression. It was historical record, political commentary, and technological excellence. Yoruba philosophy and sacred geometry. Yoruba civilization developed complex philosophical systems exploring destiny, morality, balance, and consciousness. Their cosmology influenced spiritual practices across the Americas due to the transatlantic slave system. Yoruba sacred cities like Ife, demonstrated advanced urban planning and artistic realism that rivaled any civilization of its time. The realism of Ife bronze heads challenged challenge racist assumptions that Africans lack anatomical or artistic sophistication. So, in their artwork, Nigeria was able to communicate and express their level of depth and intelligence of human anatomy, okay, of mysticism, of a hidden knowledge that wasn't even celebrated during that time across other civilizations. So, you can express a lot of your wisdom and your understanding through your artistic expression, is what Nigeria was revealing to the world. Igbo Republican governance. Unlike centralized monarchies, many Igbo societies operated through decentralized democratic councils. Through power, though power was distributed, decisions were communal and leadership was accountable to the people. This governance model predates many Western democratic principles and challenges the myth that democracy is a European invention. It reveals African political intelligence rooted in balance rather than domination. Nigerian societies were deeply embedded in global trade long before colonialism. They traded textiles, metals, agricultural goods, and ideas across Africa and beyond. These networks position Nigeria as an economic engine, not an isolated land. Colonial disruption dismantled these systems to redirect wealth outward rather than inward. Nigeria is home to over 500 languages, each carrying philosophy, science, law, and history. Historians preserve genealogies, astronomy, ethics, and environmental knowledge with remarkable precision. Western systems dismissed oral tradition as inferior, yet modern psychology and anthropology now recognize it as a sophisticated form of data transmission and memory preservation. From Afrobeat to hip hop, Nigerian rhythms shape global sound. Artists like Fela Kuti laid the foundation for political music that merged activism with art. Modern global hits brought Nigerian cadence, rhythm, and style, often without credit. This cultural export proves Nigeria's soft power rivals any nation on earth. Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood, is one of the largest in the world by volume. It tells African stories from African perspectives, breaking Western monopoly over narrative. These films shape identity, values, and cultural memory across the African diaspora, reclaiming storytelling as a tool of self definition. So, God bless you guys, man. I really appreciate you taking the time out to like my channel, to subscribe to my channel. Again, happy birthday to Speed. Congratulations on his 50 mil. Salute to you too, the subscribers, the supporters. It just brightens my day to just see how much support that our people receives just when we're just doing the right thing. It's really inspiring. I really love you guys and pray that you have a blessed rest of your day. I'm out.